had V. Ganesh, who was our class topper, also one of the top cricketing minds. He is a part of the IBM management team. We have Seshan, who is Sujata's brother. He is now in a company called Altera, a semiconductor company. He is part of the management team of Altera. We have Karimullah Shaikh, Karimullah Raja. He went to the IIT. He did his PhD in CMU and he is now a vice president in a startup company called Faculty in the Bay Area. V. Ganesh, Seshan, both are also in the Bay Area. AJ Ganesh is from also my classmate, but he and a few others left to join DA. This is the reason we were left with 11 people, because a lot of people left and joined various other schools like DAV and other more prominent schools of that time. So we have Seshan, we have myself, Achyuta Pai. He is working in the solar voltaic industry in Singapore. He is part of the company called RCA, I believe. I don't remember the exact name of the company. It's a big solar manufacturing company in Singapore. We have V. Krishnamurthy, who is a guy who has founded his own company called EI Labs India in Bangalore. He is the CEO of the company. He is doing very well. He has invented some new technology around GPS. That's what he is doing. Now we have a couple more guys in the science stream. We have Sundar Velaya, also known as Shanmuga Sundaram. He went on to do his PhD in physics, I believe nuclear physics. And then he is now part of the EMC Corporation, which is a big storage manufacturing company. He is also in the Bay Area. And we have another person by name T. Madhav. 2 months ago, I bumped into him in Mylapur. I didn't know where he was. I was able to recognize him and he recognized me after so many years. I was so happy. He's part of the Southern Railways and he told me that he was also planning a startup. So interestingly, out of the 9 people in my class, 4 of us went to BITS Pilani, 2 of us went to IIT, including another person by name Sriram Narayan, who is also in the Bay Area working in the software industry. And 2 of us went on to do PhDs and other things. So we have done very well by way of our educational background and where we are today. Obviously that goes thanks to the school, and I'll explain to you how exactly this happened. But I want to thank our teachers. Now I want to say what kind of impact the school has made on me. It's very interesting. Until I started in the 6th grade here and I went on till the 12th grade. I was a very average student. In fact, if I recall correctly, the class of 11 people that we had, all of us were the middle ranking holders up to the 10th class. I don't remember scoring anything beyond the 15th rank. So I was in the 15th rank around a class of 40. And we were all in that middling path. And there were some people in my class who are so brilliant, extremely brilliant, probably one of the most brilliant people I have yet to come across in my life. They are so good. So what happens is, in the 11th grade, we all start, there are only 11 people, 9 people in the science class. Now teachers for the first time are actually starting to talk to us on a personal basis. I don't know what kind of dramatic impact it had on us, that we were all able to start scoring so many marks. It was unbelievable to all of us. Now that is the biggest lesson that I learned, because what happened is, when the 10th board exam results were announced, this brilliant guy that I talked about, he maxed it. But this number 2 rank was a guy who came from nowhere and became number 2. Until that time I was thinking, see, maybe, and I don't know, this as a kid I didn't think, I don't know what to think, but I was thinking maybe I didn't have the talent or the brain power or anything like that to score good marks. But that is the point at which we all thought, maybe we could also do it. And in the 11th grade, when we got this personalized attention, we were also able to get marks. Again, what happened is this is the work ethic that I learned in Sankara. I didn't know that we could all try and become better if only we put in the effort, as Bomb Shaker said. If we are able to try, we can do better. That is the first lesson that I learned, and I learned it from here in this school. And again, in the 12th grade, I could find that we were all doing very well, but we were not expecting to get ranks or things like that. But V. Ganesh, who was my class topper, he came 11th in the all of India in the CBSE examination. Again, all of a sudden, he popped up and became the 11th, and his name appeared in the newspaper. It was a great pride for us of our class. Again, you could see that that's a lesson I learned from V. Ganesh. That is the work ethic. You could sit and study all night. He said his mom would make him tea and he would study. So I think that again I learned this lesson of work ethic from you. The only other impact that I would say, there are a lot of impacts, but to get the story short, the other important thing that I see in Sankara is the peer group. See, what happens when you are a teenager or an adolescent is you are very impressionable, right? And you can go in sideways depending on who your peer group is. We are all fortunate to have a peer group, and as I come to the school so many times for the past year or two, I still see that the kind of peer group that this school is creating is fantastic. With this kind of a peer group, I think that we can all be confident that if our children study in this school, they will continue to have the same kind of peer group influence, which doesn't let them down the wrong path, because it's all easy for us to do that and lose track of what it is that we are trying to do in our life. So I think that the two most important lessons in my life I have learned from Sankara school. So that is what I wanted to cover today. I also want to take a moment to thank Shivarajan. I mean, he has been in the background and trying to put all these things together. He took the initiative and said, I'm going to identify the speakers. We said, okay, he came up with Banu Shekhar. What a brilliant speaker. I can see why he is famous. Fantastic speaker. And we had Shiva speak about how she was inspired by our teachers. I'm also a student of Rajendran, so I can understand when you said I became passionate about maths. He's the person who made us passionate about maths as well. So I think that Shivarajan has also pulled the committee together, many members of the management committee.
It takes a lot of work on this side.
Yeah. And I also want to thank Gayatri. I have come here to the school several times, and I came to Sukumar and asked, what can I do? It never occurred to me that I should take the initiative and say that this is what I want to do. Right? Instead I was asking, what can I do? But Gayatri came here and she founded this trust, and we got all of us together. And just the number of people showing up here, taking time off on a Saturday from all your busy schedules, tells me that this Alumni Foundation will do a very good job in the future. I really thank all of you for coming here, and I also thank my batchmates who couldn't be here. And I'm recording this session on videos, especially for Session. So I'm going to upload it into YouTube for him and other classmates of mine to see. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. Just check, no? Record it.